morning, dinner lady here. Right, so today I'm going to do a marinated chicken breast with some braised vegetables. Just a nice, light meal for in the middle of the week. So I'll bring you down and show you what I've got. Right, so I have 2 chicken breasts there. I've got some basil, a little bit of thyme, some garlic, some olive oil and some salt and pepper. And for the braise, we've got some bacon, we've got some lettuce that needs using up, and some frozen peas. And again, one thing I forgot to get out was a stock cube with a bit of stock in there. So it's a simple, quick midweek meal, like I say, but it's really tasty. So we'll get on with it now. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the peeled garlic in there. Give that a little bit of a zhuzh. Oh, help if I turn it on. Right. Now I'm just going to put the basil in. Oh, dropped some thyme in there. Stalks and all. There's not a lot here, but there's only 2 chicken breasts. Right. Strip a bit of thyme. Here we go. Some salt. Some pepper. And a drizzle of olive oil in there. And then we'll just whiz that up. Right. Excuse the noise. Just gonna get that out of there. We go. Into a bowl. Get my chicken breasts in there, and all nicely coated. That's it. Lovely. Just quickly wash my hands. Right. So I'm going to put this in the vacuum seal bag and let that marinate for the rest of today. So put that in. Much of this marinade in there as well. Chicken. Just take some of this off. Alright, messy yeah. Trying to rush because I'm just about to start work. Right. So I'll get the vacuum sealer. I've got a lot on the top there, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this off. It's not too big the bag anyway. Vacuum sealer onto there. Press that down and press the button up. Until it's ready to be cooked. Right, so there we go guys. What we'll do is we'll come back and see you later. Right guys, so I'm finished work now. I've got this out of the fridge. So it's been marinating since about 8 o'clock this morning, so it's had loads of time in there. Now I've been thinking, if you haven't got bags like this that you can seal up, there's nothing stopping you using a Ziploc bag. Just make sure you get as much air out of it as what you possibly can before you zip it up, and then leave that to marinate, just it sucks it in a bit more. And if you don't have a sous vide machine, because I am going to try the sous vide on this because somebody did ask about chicken in here, then just use a pot of water on the lowest setting that you possibly can, and just leave it in there for about 45 to 50 minutes, and you should get just about the same effect. But I'm going to try this. It'll probably be the last time I'll use the sous vide. I can't see us really using it for any other reason. I tried it the first time and I really wanted to do chicken, and so did somebody else that does that as well. So the easiest way to do this, if you fill it up with cold water, it's got to come up to temperature before it even starts to cook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put half, fill it with cold. There we go. I'm going to put cold water in first, and then a kettle of boiling water, and that should give an approximate right temperature. Let's have a look. What we'll do is we'll want about 55. I think it's 55 the last time I used it. Swizzle it round. Right, I'm going to put the rest of that in just to see if that brings it up a bit more. Just didn't want it to get too hot, that's all. Right, let's have a look again. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, so it's just a matter of putting this in, like so. Put the lid on. You don't need to vent it or anything like that. And then on here, just bring it down, and let's have a look at what we're going to do with it. Right, sorry for the flashing, guys. So I'm going to use the sous vide setting, which is that. And if you press it again, because that's 57 centigrade and it automatically defaults to 3 hours. If you press it again, and then I want it less, I want it for about 1 hour and 40 minutes. There we go. And then just press start, and then it'll go. So in an hour and 40 minutes, that should be all ready, and then we can pan fry it. Right, so there is 38 minutes left on the sous vide, so I'm just going to render down some of this bacon, so I want the fat in there to crispen up the lettuce. If I can actually get it open. There we go. Just open it halfway. I want about 4, actually that much. And I'm just gonna, I want this all nice and rendered and crisp. I want the fat to do the lettuce in. So I'm literally going to go it on the slowest burner and do it low and slow. Don't want tiny little bits, so don't want massive chunks. I'm not doing it very even. I'm just going to get that, get it into the pan. A tiniest little bit of oil, just to start it off. This thing's rubbish. There we go, that's enough. It'll have to be. So I'm just going to get that in there, guys, and I'm going to render that right down. I want it nice and crisp. I want all of the fat out of it, so it's just in the pan there like that. Just move it about, and then we'll come back to you once that's all done. Right, guys, so there's only about 15 minutes left on the sous vide. So I only want a little bit of stock, so I don't want a full one, so I'm just going to use this stock powder. I'm just just going to use a teaspoon there, and probably about 100 mils of boiling water. Don't need a lot. The bacon is still rendering down. Just put that to one side. Right, so these are romaine lettuces they works just as well with baby gems. We've had them in the fridge for a little while, so the outer leaves are a little bit wilted. Obviously so is the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in half this way and open them out. Cut them, try and leave a bit of the root on, and like so. All the way through. So you've got quarters. Do the same with this one. Get rid of the outer leaves. Nothing wrong with the inside of it. Just the little bit of a wilty bits. Let's get rid. This one's a bit bigger. Right, left the root on. In half again. And then in half again. You can chop it right up if you want to, but I quite like it like this because we are going to fry this in the bacon fat. Right, so we'll just get rid of the leftovers. What I'll do is I'll bring you around a little bit, not sure if I can. See, bacon's rendering right down now. Nice and crisp. Put it up like that. Just tip the pan a little bit. And get a spoon. I want as much of that fat left in there. That's just bacon fat. Put that out there. There we go. Right, I'm just going to put that to one side for now. And we're going to fry this lettuce. Actually, I think probably one will be enough. Might leave the other bits for a sandwich tomorrow. I'm just going to fry these off a little bit and then we'll come back. Right, so that's been going for a little while now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that out. Look at the colour on that. If you've never had cooked lettuce like this, please give it a try. Oh, it's all falling apart. That's not a big thing. Get these out. Now I've got 100 grams of frozen petit pois. Just going to go straight in. I'm warming this pan up for the chicken because that's only got 5 minutes left. Oh, lost the one. Right, now I want a little bit of butter in there just to make the sauce with the chicken stock. And then add the chicken stock in. Turn it down. There. Just let that cook for a couple of minutes, and then we'll put everything back in. The lettuce, that there, put that there for now, and get all of that bacon back in and all the juices that's come out of it. Just toss everything together. Right, so I'm just going to put that on the back burner on a low, and once the sous vide's finished, we'll come back out and we'll do the chicken. So I'll see you in about 4 minutes. Right guys, so it's out of the sous vide now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. All cooked. I've got some butter in the frying pan there, look. Sorry, just making a right mess of this. We've been working really hard today. We've got all sorts going on. But I've just opened that up and you can smell the thyme. Oh, and the basil. So I'm just going to I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Put the chicken breasts in there. Like that. And these juices that are left, they are going into the braise. That's still just on the rice. It's all cooked, guys, so that out of the chicken is perfectly safe to put in there. So I'm just going to brown this off. Ian doesn't finish till late tonight, so I'm going to put his on a plate and I'm going to test it myself tonight. Right, so the chicken is finishing off in the pan, just letting that rest a little bit. I've turned it all off now, so everything's turned off. So we have lettuce braise with peas, chicken stock and bacon. I wish you could smell this, guys, as well as the chicken, honestly. So I'm just going to pop that into my bowl. Oh. Losing half the peas here, and some peas, some bacon. Make sure I leave some for Ian. There we go. I'm going to put that to one side for now. And let's have a look at this chicken. I don't know about you, but that looks absolutely gorgeous. Normally you would cut it that way. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut it this way. Oh, look at that. Just see how gorgeous, juicy. Look at the juices. Look at the juices coming off that. Honestly. You wouldn't even believe how tender it is and how gorgeous this smells. I'm going to cut it that way because it naturally wants to break there. Might look a bit pink, but it's certainly not. Look at that. It's just the lighting, because if you look this way, it's all white. And it is absolutely dripping with juice. Do you know what I said earlier? I probably wouldn't use that sous vide again. Maybe it's for chicken. Maybe I actually would. I just can't get over. Look. I don't know if you can see I'm putting it over the plate because I don't want to lose any of them juices. Right, so I'll get a bit cleaned up here and then we'll get on tasting it because I can't wait to get my hands on this, to be honest. Hi guys, right, so it's all done. I really still want to show you this chicken. Honestly, it is so juicy. You see the steam coming still off it? Right, so I'm going to have a bit of chicken first because that is the main event. Lovely. Bit of the lettuce. Still got a bit of crunch to it. Some bacon and some peas. There you go. I don't know if you can hear, there's still a bit of a crunch there, but you can taste the bacon, taste the peas, taste the chicken stock. If you want a quick, easy tea, give this a go. Even you just pan fry the chicken without sous vide it like what I have, but please, excuse me, just jumped out my mouth. Please give the lettuce, bacon and peas a try. Absolutely game changer. So lovely. Right, well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate every single one of yous. I do try and reply to yous all. It's not always that easy, so if I do miss you out, call us out on it, basically. Right, so we'll see you on the next one. See you later, guys.